Nice and easy. We've got Steam CMD, TADST, we're going to need BEC, which again is about like extended controls. About like extended controls into Google. The top one here, downloads, and click the big arrow. Okay. And there we go. Right guys, anyone that watches the video on YouTube, just a quick explanation here. I am actually streaming this at the same time as recording this, and it is Christmas Day. So to anyone who sees this on Christmas Day, Happy Christmas, and if they see this after Christmas, Happy New Year, and so on and so forth. So if you catch me talking to random people, I am talking to people in my chat. But thank you to Dragonblade there. Happy Christmas to you as well, bro. He said Happy Christmas to me. Anyway, I really didn't write the links down. Dang me. Right, I need TADST again. BEC as well. There we are. Right. Last thing you're going to want is the Arma 3 app ID. Now I have written that down in here. This is the app ID for Arma 3 dedicated server. However, this has been known to change, so I will just quickly show you. So just Arma 3 dedicated server app ID. Fortunate for me, it's the Steam DB is a pretty good website, and that's the one right there. Like I was saying, it has been known to change in the past, so at this point you might want to check it. It hasn't changed in a little while though, but this is Bohemia, they like changing things. I've just been asked for my YouTubes, just one memento. There you go. Right. Just a note at this time, because we're using Steam CMD, you will need a copy of Arma 3 present on your profile, so it means you would have to have purchased it. If you haven't purchased it, you will not be able to download the dedicated server files the way Steam have done this one. So that's just my little disclaimer there. Right, so I've already downloaded it, so I can just unpack it here. We're just going to start Steam CMD here. Lovely, just double click it and it will unpack everything. Thank you, Dragon. Right, go to my usage. These usage files I've created myself prior to the video just to make my life a little bit easier. Right, so I want to install my Arma 3 server in this folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this in here, and then just paste the directory on top of it. That's as easy as that. Right, now if you watch, if I try and do this, it will say no subscription. By the way, app underscore update means download files, basically the ID, and then validate means to verify the integrity of them files I've just downloaded. If I try and do this now, go to request app and not online or logged into Steam. I could log in as anonymous, but I would still get validation errors. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to pull this off screen, because I am going to have to log in and I don't want you all to see my password. And 9 times out of 10, if you have Steam Guard enabled, you will need to fetch your Steam Guard key. It's thinking about it. Username, password, and your Steam Guard code. It will say waiting for license info, and then it will say OK. I am just gonna. There we go. And put that back on screen. Okay, now we can run this command here, which will allow us to download the surf files. This can take a little while, so I will return after the download. Okay guys, we are back. Sorry about the delay there. Steam's been having some issues today, so it took a little longer than what it normally does. Also, just a point. On the name of the folders that you put the files into, make sure you have an underscore, you don't have any spaces. For some reason, Steam doesn't like spaces. So make sure you have no spaces in any the directory that you're placing this into. Otherwise you'll get errors and various other things. Right. So when you've downloaded all the Steam files, or Armor files shall I say, you'll have something looking somewhat like this. These are your root server files. You pretty much need them all. Once again, don't go counting the file kind of thing, because Bohemia love to change things, so just make sure your download finishes basically. Right, we are going to extract the ADST. Just copy the exe and place it in your Armor root directory. Again, I don't like to put it there because I like to have ease of files and all that stuff, but this will not work unless it's in the root directory. If you want to have a shortcut on your desktop, you can do that. Let's have it like that. I believe that should work. Yep. And instantly create a new folder called TADST, and that is the name of your profile. Right, I'm going to go through some basic setup here. Oh yeah. So this server name, so just call it, I'm just going to call it test server. Your password, to spell word today. Basically this is to gain access to the actual server itself. Your admin password. There we go. Oh god, can't type today. Admin password. Right, I would leave these default unless you need to change them for some particular reason, but you will have to open these ports here. 2302 to 2305, I believe, and 2866 to 2868 are ports that do require to be opened. Max players, again, your choice. HC's headless client. We will not be using that because I don't even know how to use that yet. I know you need an additional copy of Armor 3 to do it. voice over net, so this is how good the quality of the comm system inside Arma 3 is. These are just logging files again, nothing necessary. Extra parameters for the server. Server file, click the lovely little box on the side, double click Arma 3 exe. And the profile, just hit save here. Right, want to go over to rules.